there, good looking. Join me for this 35-minute dumbbell circuit that will train every muscle in your body, as well as get your heart rate up and torch a ton of calories. Trainers promise. All you need for this workout is a pair of moderate dumbbells. I have a pair of 12s, and I also grabbed a pair of 10s just in case, and your body weight. That's it. So lace up your runners, grab your dumbbells, and let's go get started. Hi there, I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com, and hey, I help women over the age of 40 get fitter, get stronger, and get healthier. If that interests you, click that subscribe button. All right, let's get warmed up. As we warm up, I'll chat about the workout. Starting on our bums into a 90-90 hip drill. Front knee and ankle all lined up 90 degrees, hip 90 degrees, back leg, knee lined up with hip, ankle lined up with knee. Yes? Perfect. Hands behind you. Windshield wiper the knees to one direction and lean forward towards that shin. Hands back behind your hips, windshield wiper the other direction. Do it again. Now see if you can do hands without, unassisted. If you can't, put your hands back behind your hips. But we're warming up here, deep into the hips. I've seen magic happen with this one mobility drill with people with chronic low back and hip pain. And one more. And release. Take yourself onto your back, heels close to your bum, arms down by your side, drive through the heels, lift the hips up, keep them up for me, and now march your left knee in, and then your right knee in. Beautiful. Hips stay elevated the entire time into this hip bridge. So we have a series of 8 moves, 30 seconds on the clock, using one pair of dumbbells, but like I said in the intro, I grabbed a lighter pair just in case. So yeah. Now I'm going to be showing on the left side of my shoulder variations of some of the moves if you're just starting out in your exercise journey, or if you're just not feeling the exercise love today and you just want to take it a little easier. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Knees up, hands light behind the ears. Let's do a couple of bicycle crunches. So you're going to extend one leg while you twist towards the other knee. This is just going to warm up into the core. So we are using dumbbells for the entire workout, which means our abs are going to get engaged, as well as a ton of other muscles. That's why I'm calling it a metabolic conditioning workout. Exhale when you lift and twist. Beautiful. 4 more here. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Come on into a standing position for me, please. Beautiful. Feet out, toes turned out. Squat down, touch the ground with your hands if you can, and then reach up and come up off your heels. Knees are tracking with the toes, and you're going to sit your bum back. So that means you're doing what we call a hip hinge, which is a really important movement to learn in fitness. It maintains neutral spine and makes sure that our low back is nice and happy, and we train the muscles we want to train instead of ending up in physiotherapy because we have wrecked our low backs. 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Excellent. Now let's take a hip extension. So step back, arms reach up, leading with your thumbs. Now if this feels okay and you want to take it into a lunge, if your knees are all right with that, you go for it. Front knee still stand behind the toe box there, lined up with your ankle. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Shake it out. All right, if you need a sip of water, like I do, grab it now because we're going to start in less than 30 seconds. Now we have 8 moves, I said. 30 seconds, but I never said how many rounds we're doing. We're doing 6 rounds. So grab your dumbbells. Don't leave me. We got this. We're going to do it together. In the corner there, you'll see that I'm not going to go as deep as I will for this move. So if you want to modify it, watch in the corner there. All right, now dumbbells are hanging down by your side. Squat down so the dumbbells, if you're able to, keeping formed, touch your ground and then clean them up and drop down, okay? So here's the side view. Down, use the hips to clean them to the shoulders and then down. So you're going to go on a bit of an angle, your dumbbells, and down. Good. Now, the modified version you'll see in the screen there, I'm just simply not squatting as low. So you choose what's going to work for you and your knees. Time. See, no problem. All right, a push press is our next movement. So it's a little bit of a knee bend. We're using the legs to help get the dumbbells above our head. Ready? So knee bend and then press. Knee, press. So it's not a full squat. We're just using a bit of a knee bend to generate the power from the legs to get the dumbbells above the head, working shoulders and triceps. And then, like I said, warm up, a ton of core. So you'll see in the modified version, I'm holding on to one dumbbell. You can also drop down your dumbbells or do no dumbbells. You do you, baby cakes. Just stick with me for the whole workout. Time. See, 30 seconds goes by fast. Now let's get those feet shoulder width apart. Keep the dumbbells racked. If you have no dumbbells, pretend you have dumbbells. Push your bum back and drive up. Good. Push back, drive up. Now you'll see in the modified screen, I'm doing bridges. So you may, we've already done a few squats. Your knees may be like, you know what? I need to pace myself for squats. So I want you to do the bridges like we did in warm up and like you see up there on the screen. In 10 more seconds, we're on the ground with our dumbbells. Let's do one more here. And release. All right, take yourself down. I call this a crush press. So knees bent, dumbbells resting on the belly and then touching. From there, keep the dumbbells touching, extend up. So working into pecs, shoulder, but a little bit more isolation into your triceps. When the timer goes, we're into a full plank with one dumbbell. If planking motions bother your shoulders or your wrists, you're going to stand with both dumbbells and do a tricep kickback. And you'll see in the screen that I'll be doing that for modified. Time. All right. You only need one dumbbell if you're on the ground with me. You're into high plank here or on the knees to modify. Pick that up for Renegade row, kick back, finish the kickback, lower the dumbbell. Go. So it's two separate movements. It's a row, kick back, finish the kickback, then finish the row. If you're standing, you're doing a kickback. You're not doing the row pattern. Last few reps, and then we're standing into a squat position with one dumbbell only. One more. Time. All right, I want you to mirror me. So you're using your right arm, I'm on my left. We have a one dumbbell snatch. So that means you come up and snatch it up above. Good. Up, up above. Good. To modify, get rid of the dumbbell. Now, before we do the other arm, I'm going to sandwich in a different move, okay? Just giving you a heads up. Woo! Bum goes back. Good. So it's like you're trying to make a half a letter X with this. Time. All right, now grab your other dumbbell for this sandwiched move. It's a hip hinge, so we have that neutral spine. Knees are soft, feet shoulder width apart. Alternate your row for piston rows. At no time does your back round. So if you have access to a mirror to take a look at your spine, please do. If you don't have one, I recommend you practice this hip hinge pattern in the mirror. Now, when we've completed this, we'll do the other arm. Okay, dumbbell snatch, and then guess what? Round one done. No problem, man. We could do this all day, couldn't we? One more each arm. Time. All right. So again, mirror me. Feet are what? Shoulder width apart. Get set up for that squat pattern. We're doing the other half of the X now. Down, up. Good. So it's like I'm pulling up and then pressing up. So it's not a slow and a shoulder press, okay? There is a little bit of velocity, a little bit of momentum with it. Dumbbell cleans coming up. Remember that first exercise? Me neither, but I got it written down in front of me, so don't worry. One more. Time. All right. So both dumbbells in each hand. Feet are a little bit more narrow now, okay? You're going to let the dumbbells go on an angle. You go down as far as it feels good for the knees, and then you use the hips to get the dumbbells up there and then sink it down. Good. So metabolic conditioning workouts simply means that we're using multi-joint movement patterns. So that gets the heart rate up, gets a lot of muscles moving, and we get the response that we're looking for, which is higher calorie burn. So it's not easy. Okay, so pace yourself. Time. And if you're huffing and puffing, as you can hear, so am I. All right, push press. So one dumbbell if you want to modify. It's a slight knee bend. Let's use the knees, and then let's use the legs to help drive the dumbbells up there. But if you're short on time, these type of workouts will give you the best bang for your workout time. Front squats coming up. Time. All right. So remember the front squat, okay? We have the dumbbells racked, so we keep working the shoulders. If you need a break from the squats, head down for some bridges. Go. Get that squat pattern, bums pushing rearward, that hip hinge again that I keep harping about, and knees are staying behind the toe box. Crush press coming up. Woo! One more. Time. All right, so on your back. Dumbbells are touching. They start low, and then you press straight up, keeping those dumbbells touching end to end. Ready, set, go. Or I guess I should say side to side. A little bit more focus in the triceps. So if you find this tougher to do than a traditional chest press, that's why. You're welcome. Oh, geez. We're going into those. What are we doing next? That's right. Renegade tricep kickbacks. Or if you don't want to be time, weight bearing on your hands and shoulders, you're standing for the tricep kickback. Standing people, dumbbell in each hand. Mat people, dumbbell under the chest. Lift, kick, finish the kick. Good. Hips stay squared. Feet apart if you're on your toes. Good. Dumbbell ending underneath the chest each time. We're standing for a one-arm dumbbell snatch coming up. Time. Once again, mirror me, okay? Feet are a bit wider. Remember, we're doing that X, and there is some momentum, all right? Ready, set, down. Good. Pace yourself. And at any time, grab a sip of water, get back with us when you can. And you're like, yeah, PJ, I don't need permission for water. I'm at home, girlfriend. I get it. They actually teach you that when you take your course to become an instructor. You have to give your participants permission. Time. All right, alternating piston rows. You have to give them permission to take a break, to have water. Here we go. Hip hinge. Ready? Alternating. Now we want gravity coming down on the back, so make sure you've got that hip hinge and you're leaning forward. Neck in line with the spine. Knees are bent a bit. I got certified 30 years ago. It's like a distant memory. Time. Other arm, dumbbell snatch. For my organization, you have to get, not recertified, but yeah, I guess recertified every couple of years. So that means you need to take X number of educational hours, redo your CPR and your first aid, which thank God I've never had to use. Even working in cardiac rehab at a hospital in Vancouver. So there you go. I haven't killed anyone yet that I know of. All right, we're almost done round 2. Time. That's encouraging, isn't it? All right. Dumbbell clean. So feet are in a narrow press or a narrow squat pattern. Dumbbells are on an angle. Bum back. Use the hips. Get them up. Rack them. Good. The scariest things that have happened to me are when I used to teach early morning classes or have early morning clients, and they wouldn't eat and come and work out, and low blood sugar and feel faint. One actually did faint in class. So time. Woo. Front squat. So dumbbells stay racked. Again, if your knees aren't loving all these squats, head down for some bridges, okay? Ready? Go. But when someone faints, it's super important that you clear the room, because when they wake up, they're really embarrassed. And the last thing they want is a bunch of people staring down at them with worried looks on their faces. So I sent everybody for a run. She came too really quick, but yeah. Got her some Gatorade and she was good to go. Time. All right, crush press. There you go, Gatorade. You need to start sponsoring me. Dumbbells pressing, ready, set, go. So if you do like to work out early in the morning and you do find you get dizzy, that's low blood sugar, or could be low blood sugar. I can't diagnose from the internet, but you might want to try watered down Gatorade. Real Gatorade is really sugary, a little bit too much, but water it down and see if that helps. There you go, here's my tip. Time. Because if you're at home and you faint, there ain't nobody helping you, is there? Here we go, Renegade kickbacks or regular tricep kickbacks. Go. If you're like me, it's your dog licking your face, wondering how come he's not getting a treat. I know we joke about it, but it's actually serious, so make sure you pay attention to what your body's telling you. Quite often, it tells you, and we've just ignored it. So, time. All right, one arm snatch. Whew. We're just cruising, aren't we? We're like a well-oiled machine right now. I love this. So feet apart, we're going on that half letter X. Go. One more. Time. All right, so we do alternating piston rows before we use the other arm for our snatch. Here we go. Hip hinge. Arms slightly ahead. So they're not right beside the legs. They're in front of the thigh. Remember my cue last time? You want to make sure gravity's coming down on your back muscles. We kind of have to manipulate our body with gravity when we're working dumbbells to hit the right muscle groups. So, one more. Time. All right, other arm, dumbbell snatch. Again, mirror me, and we'll all stay on the same arm. We won't be doing the same one twice. That would suck. Go. Actually, you know what sucks is when a good video like this one that I'm replacing glitches at the end and I don't even know it. I'm still keeping it up on YouTube though, because it's trending really well, and it'll kind of screw me up if I take it down. So it's enabling me to get eyes on me that necessarily wouldn't find me because it's placing and ranking hot when you Google dumbbell circuit. Time. All right, round 4. But I am putting some information in the description saying that there's a non-glitchy version here. Go. Dumbbell clean. Now, when I first recorded this, it was 2 years ago, and I was in an air-conditioned gym. Slightly different life now. No gym, no air conditioning. Time. Woo. Okay, I'm feeling it now. How about you? So we have a push press coming up, okay? Little knee bend, big press. Yeah, it was just before COVID that I released this on my YouTube channel. That's when I had a studio, which COVID killed, but that's okay. Don't feel sorry for me. Things worked out wonderfully for a reason. The channel grew, my Patreon community grew, and we're having fun. Time. All right, front squat or bridges. Here we go. We rock them up, keep them off the shoulders, go. Yeah, I wasn't gonna ride COVID out with a studio, staff, lease, overhead. So I managed to get out of my lease. And we shut up pretty quickly, shut the doors pretty quickly. We were mandated March 16th, and I gave my month notice on April 1st to my landlord. So, one more. Crust press. I kind of had a feeling this was going to take a while, and it's still 2 years later, still a thing. Dumbbells touching, and press. I really feel for fitness studios that weren't able to get out of their lease, or that, this is that's their only thing that they did was that studio, and they were riding it out. It's a tough gig, man. I was lucky I had 1 foot in the online space, so I just pivoted and boom. But for those that couldn't pivot, we're talking tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands in debt. Time. All right, we got tricep kickbacks if you're not down on the mat with me. Otherwise, plank it from knees or toes. Go. Dumbbell snatch coming up. 1 more rep. Time. All right, dumbbell snatch. Okay, we're starting with this arm. I need water. So you start. I need water. Ready, set, go. You go up and press. Or maybe you're going to grab water too. People ask me if I open another studio. Nope, I won't. I've been in the industry for 30 years. I like how I've pivoted online now. 1 more. All right, alternating piston rows. It's a lot of work to teach multiple classes and train multiple one-on-one people. And yeah, I've gotten to that age where I'm just too tired. Pull up. I ain't 30 anymore, I ain't 40 anymore, and it's a lot of energy. I used to teach 20 plus classes a week, train 30 to 40 people a week for 55-minute sessions. And then in between all that, you got to promote your business, do up all your clients' programs. Time. Other arm dumbbell snatch. If you're a trainer watching this, you know how much time it takes to program workouts and classes. If you're good, you put a lot of thought into what you do. So, yeah, I can't do those work weeks anymore. One more. Time. All right. Round 5, dumbbell clean. Feet hip width. Dumbbells on an angle. You go as deep as you want. Clean them up. Drop it down. Good. Woo, baby. One more. Come on. Time. All right, push press. How you doing at home? Yeah, I feel it for you. I'm right with you. Here we go. It's a little knee bend, and then we use the legs to get the dumbbells up. Good. So we're generating the power from the lower body to get the arms up. Breathe out as the arms go up. On the mat for crush press. And 3 more seconds. Time. All right, this one's my favorite exercise. How about you? So we can kind of lie down. All right, dumbbells are touching. Go. God help me if this video goes glitchy too. Then that'll be a sign. I'm going to just take that as a sign that the universe just doesn't want this workout out there anymore. Time. All right, kickback, standing, or join me on the mat here. It's a good workout. All right, now remember your modification, right? You're on the knees, and you kick it back there, okay? If you're on the toes with me, have those feet apart. That's going to help us keep our hips quiet. So we don't want to rotate as we lift the arm up and kick it back. Time. Standing dumbbell snatch. You're mirroring me. We're using this arm. Whew. You ready? Feet wide. Doing that half a letter X. Let's go. Ten more seconds. Piston rows coming up. Time. Whew. Yeah. Whew. 12s are starting to feel like 20s. Okay, feet hip width. Push your bum back, hip hinge, arms slightly in front of the knees there, and elbows row up. Working back muscles, core muscles, back of shoulder, biceps. Once you've seen me, gaze is slightly ahead of you, so we've got that neck in line with the spine. Last few reps. Keep that form strong. Come on. Time. Good job. All right. Other arm, dumbbell snatch. Whew. So feet are going wider on this one. Ready? Go. Now, I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm sticking with my 12s. How are you doing? The first time I recorded this 2 years ago, so I was 2 years younger, I used 8 pounds. Huh? Time. See? You don't get older. You get better, damn it. Okay, final round. Let's do it. Dumbbell cleans. Dumbbells on an angle. Feet narrow for squat. Down. Clean them. Drop it. Good. This is the toughest one for me. How about you? Maybe drop a comment down below after you're done the workout. Which one was toughest for you? Okay, push press. You ready? Dumbbells up. Ready, set, bum down. Woo! Press up, go. Remember that one dumbbell trick? Okay, so I want you to keep the form. It's quality of rep that matters. Not that you're hanging on to the same dumbbells and be able to keep up with me. Okay, quality of rep. Competition is only with yourself. Deal? Good. Time. Woo! Okay, front squat. So, we can go a bit wider with the feet. Bridges if the knees just aren't feeling it. Drop it down. Good. Drive up. If you're able to, we want to keep those dumbbells off of the shoulders. So we're training into the arms and shoulders still with this. Yeah, there's a method to the entire madness of this workout. Last 10 seconds, we take it down to our favorite exercise where we get to lie down. Crush press. One more. Time. All right, let's do our favorite. Whew. Okay, dumbbells touching, yes? Perfect. Press up and lower. Now, I would love for you to stick with me to the very end of this workout. So the total workout time is 35 minutes, but you might have noticed in the description, it's not 35 minutes. That's because we are going to do a lovely stretch. So if you can, hang in there with me. We'll stretch you out. Time. You'll feel amazing. Trainer's promise. All right, Renegade tricep kickbacks or standing, both arms going back at the same time. Ready, set, go. This one's tough. Whew, very tough. So hang in there. This is our last round. Come on. One more rep. Let's do it. Time. Whew. All right, we are so close. One arm dumbbell snatch. This arm. Feet wide, toes slightly turned out. Drop it like it's hot. Pull it up like it's not. I don't know what that means. It just came out of my mouth. Oh. I'm going to pretend this is an 8-pound dumbbell. I'm going to pretend it's light as a feather. I can't even feel this. Come on, do it with me. This is light. We can do this all day. Time. But thank goodness we don't have to. Piston rows. It's all mindset. It really is. All right, feet hip width. Hip hinge, row up. When I personal train with people, quite often I won't tell them the weight that I'm handing them. In fact, I wish I could cover the numbers completely. Because if I hand somebody who's 73 a pair of 10-pound dumbbells, they're like, oh! Even though they probably carry in groceries that weigh about that. So, but if I don't tell them, their form's perfect, they finish it, I tell them it's 10 pounds, and they're damn proud of themselves. And so they should be. Time. All right, last exercise. So it's all up here, okay? You ready? Let's finish strong. Other arm, go. Remember, it's light as a feather. It's light as a feather. We could do this all day. Light as a feather. Time! Oh my goodness. Okay, you march it out. I'm just going to turn the timer off. We need to get the heart rates down before we stretch it out. So marching on the spot. Let's grab some water. Once again, if you've got the time, please stick with me till the very end of this workout. If you don't, hey, totally understand, but stick with me at least for this little part so we can get your heart rates down before you go continue kicking ass for your day, okay? Good. Oh, this water is not very cold. Ugh. There is absolutely nothing refreshing about lukewarm water. It takes a good 10 minutes of running our stupid tap to get cold water. Okay, first world problem, I know. First world problem, I know. I'll zip it now. All right, tap it out. All right, so if you're sticking with me to the very end, I'm also going to attach a low back strengthening routine. It's about 8 minutes long. I released it a couple weeks ago. And it's a really nice complement to what we did here because there is a ton of low back used for all of the moves. The core and the low back's used to stabilize because basically you want to think of your body as a tree trunk. And your legs and your arms are the branches. The stronger your trunk, the stronger your branches. So I'm going to attach that, and if you've got the time, I highly recommend that you do it. It's nothing strenuous, right? We're on the mat, no tools are required. You can even take your shoes off. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1 each side. Good. All right, quadricep stretch. If you need to hold on to something, you go for it. Heel up, pull the knee back, squeeze the bum forward, and feel that in your quad. Maybe grabbing onto your foot's not available to you. You know, grab a yoga tie or a neck tie or a bathrobe tie and use that to help extend your arms, so to speak. Pull your knee back though, that's going to give you a better stretch. So when the knee's in front, we're not going to get as much into the quad or the hip flexor. Whew, keep holding. I'm just losing my balance. So thank you for joining me, and I appreciate your support. I love reading your comments, so please drop a comment below. Let me know which exercise you enjoyed the most. Or how about I rephrase this? Let me know which exercise you hated the least. Hey, how's that? Other heel? For me, it was the crush press. Pull back. See, personal trainers, we didn't come out of the womb loving every exercise. Trust me, we have our off days. We have exercises we hate. We eat chips and cookies and enjoy margaritas, so hang in there. I'm right with you. All right, let's take it down into a hip flexor stretch. Left knee underneath the hip, right knee and ankle lined up. Now, here's the cue, all right? We want this back lower leg lined up with the knee. And now squeeze your left glute, and that's going to give you a beautiful release in that hip flexor. Reach straight up and lean away. Keep holding. I'm just going to angle myself a bit to you. Good. I used to eat perfectly, count my macros. Yeah, I couldn't care less anymore. I don't have any risk factors for cardiovascular disease, bone density issues. I'm healthy. I get through the day with energy. I have a good outlook. That's what matters to me now. Other side. Things change when we get older, don't they? Here we go. Squeeze that glute. Lift straight up and lean away. Couldn't care less if I look super hot in a bikini. I care more now that, like I said, I have the energy and vigor to get through my day. And if you have the confidence, guess what? Anybody looks hot in a bikini. And release. Woo! All right, let's take it in for the inner thighs on your bum. Oh, I just got into that super awkward like. Here you go. Open up the legs. It's always nice when you give a good crotch shot onto YouTube. But anyways, open up the legs, hands behind you. I'm just babbling away here. Don't worry about me. And push yourself forward. It's close to lunchtime for me. Low blood sugar. I'm delirious. But I'm not going to faint. Don't worry. So this is stretching the long head of the adductors, what tends to be the tightest in those of us that are over the age of 40, And that's because we don't quite often, take the legs out in this position, so the muscles tighten up. So if we don't move our joints through the range of motion, whatever muscle is crossing that joint tightens up. It's as simple as that. All right, now we'll do butterfly stretch, which gets the short head of the adductors. And same thing, hands are behind you because we want to keep ourselves nice and tall with the spine. Press the chest forward. I hope you enjoyed the workout, and I do hope that you drop a comment below. And if you haven't already done so, please click that subscribe button. Now, if you're enjoying this ads-free on the Over 50 Fitness app, please head to our private Facebook group and let me know what you thought of the workout. Let's take ourselves down in figure 4 stretch. On your back, left ankle crossovers over right thigh. Now pull that right knee in and hold. Yeah, if you weren't aware of it, I launched an app just before summer started. It's called Over 50 Fitness. And there's myself as well as 8 other amazing women that teach on the app. And we've got everything from this type of workouts to Pilates, to yoga, meditation, health talks with a pharmacist. And you can grab your free 14-day trial down below. And you have access to our private Facebook group for life. So if you quit your subscription, you can still keep coming back to the private Facebook group and join us in the conversations, and hopefully we can keep you motivated and going there. All right, other leg. So we're stretching the piriformis. This is an external hip rotator, deep in the glute. Now, in working with people for 3 decades, including myself, this muscle, when it gets angry, it can cause a lot of havoc to your low back. So this is a really nice stretch to do on a fairly regular basis, especially if you do work out a lot or if you're a walker or a runner. Piriformis really fires up on those activities. And if you want to make it more intense, you can take your hands and place them on top of that left shin, and that'll pull the knee in a little closer and intensify that stretch in the opposite hip. Both feet on the ground. Let's take that left leg again. Now extend it straight up to get into the hamstring. Hands can come behind the thigh, or if you have that stretch tie nearby, you can place it on top of the foot and then use the arms to help pull the leg. Now, a couple of things here. I want you to push the knee away from you. And if you feel the leg start to shake, let the leg go a bit, all right? If the leg is shaking, the muscle's not going to relax and let you stretch it. So let it go until it stops shaking. That's uber important. Don't try to pull it through the shaking. That's your central nervous system thinking that you're overstretching the muscle, and it's contracting your hamstrings to stop that. And it's absolutely impossible to stretch a contracted muscle. So let it go a bit. Now, if this feels okay for you, straighten your other leg. Get a stretch into that front of your hip while we're here. Now, I'd like to thank my Patreon community. It is due to them that I'm able to keep these workouts going up on YouTube. So if you do the workouts here on the YouTube channel, we would love for your support on Patreon. The information's down in the description. Let's do the other leg. Lift it up. And then if that feels okay, feel free to straighten your other leg. But yeah, I like to try to remember to give a big shout out to all of the amazing women and a few good men who support the channel in the Patreon community. So thank you, you guys. Big kiss to you. Knees into chest. Maybe rock them side to side. And come on into a seated position. And we did it! Hey, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I look forward to reading your comments below. And until next workout, you keep on moving. Bye.